5 items that create an all-round Longchamp collection for under £1,000. Check it out. Hello, 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 and the warmest of welcomes to today's video. For those of you who haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Nick, glad to have you here. Those who have seen my face before, thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you enjoy my videos. I put out videos roughly 3 times a week on a range of different topics, anywhere from fashion, slightly more personal topics. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please do head down, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I love chatting with you all. I'm all about living life loud, and what that means to me is being your authentic self, being proud to be you, and just celebrating who you are. Celebrating yourself, and of course, celebrating others. So today I want to share with you the 5 Longchamp items that I think, if you're just getting into the brand, make for a perfect starter kit, all-rounder, cover the majority of bases, and I don't think you would need much more, all at a very reasonable price point. But before we get into that, let me quickly show you sort of bag of the day. And I have been using the MCM Iron Shopper. This is in the cubic camouflage. As you can see, it's pretty full. Love this bag. I think it's brilliant. I think it's fun. I think it's playful. It's different. I don't know anybody else who owns it, and I love that. MCM is very underrated. I say that frequently. Anyway, let's get into the video so it's not a year long. Let's talk about these 5 items, and these are all items, by the way, that I own. I am not going to recommend something as part of a starter kit that I have not tried and tested myself, okay? So I know these are things that work. I know they're things that work well. Come on up. Hello. Do you want to say hi to the lovely people? Say hi. Hi. We're going to do your Q&A soon, aren't we? Yes, we are, because people had lots of questions. Okay, so the first item that I talk about very, very regularly, and look, you know I love them. I own a lot of them. The Le Pliage medium top handle. Now, I am very specific about the medium top handle. I do own a small top handle. I own the large top handle in the from the Le Pliage collection. Now, I'm very specific about this. And why am I specific about it? Firstly, because I think the size is incredibly versatile. It's very practical, but also small enough without feeling overly bulky, but large enough to fit all of your essentials and more. I was using this for work, for example, on Friday, and I fit a laptop, I fit a notebook, I fit everything that I needed. And as you all know, I carry quite a lot of stuff. So I was using that one, which is a custom. They come out in so many colors. You can buy them from the original collection, from the green collection. I'm quite the energy line. I personally really like the green collection, or the club line as it was before, but I really like the green collection. This particular one is a club, but I just love this particular bag. I think it's very easy to use. I think it's very versatile. The price point, it's £110. Now, the color that I really like at the moment is peacock blue, which is currently available. I'm showing you this particular one in yellow, which was a club color from 2020, I want to say. But you can buy these from the boutique. You can buy them at the outlets. I don't tend to look at Longchamp pre-loved. Never have. I've never bought a piece of Longchamp pre-loved. Don't think I ever would. But just because I think the price point is so reasonable, I don't see the point. But I think that is a very versatile, very practical bag. I always say I actually think it's the best bag that money can buy, because I think it's a great all-rounder. Now, I know a lot of people are very passionate about the Le Pliage totes. However, slow your roll, because I do have a alternative that I actually think is a superior version. Now, the price point is different, so I will cop to that. However, I am, of course, talking about the essential tote. Now, I have this in a colour that's no longer available. This is in this strawberry with the ecru. The ecru with black is what is currently available, and this is £335. Why do I love this? I think this is a fantastically constructed tote. It's beautifully made, it's sturdy, it's easy to use, it's practical. It can just fit everything that you need. I love that you have the dual sort of branding. So you have the name on one side and the horse and jockey on the other. Silver hardware, very easily goes on the shoulder. This is a beautiful piece. Get a lot of compliments for this. Love the leather trimming. I think it gives this bag a slightly more formal nature, even though the ecru sort of canvas keeps it very casual. It's got this beautiful, beautiful trim. I love the winged aesthetic on it. You can also adjust the shape of these. So rather than having that slightly larger, more winged aesthetic, it can almost be more of a bucket bag style if you would prefer that, or if you don't want to carry as much stuff without really having to alter too much of the bag. It's got 3 poppers, which makes it very secure if they're all poppered and thrown over your shoulder. Great bag, great bag. Interior pockets, it has one large zip and one large zip, 2 slip. And mine's got an organizer in it that I just got from Amazon. Beautiful bag, very much recommend. Now, I can understand why you would still want the Les Pliages totes. I just think there is something very chic about this particular canvas, this ecru with the leather trimming. But if the Les Pliages tote will work better for you, or you don't want to spend 300 odd pounds on a tote, completely understand that. You can get the Les Pliages in the longer shoulder variants, in a small, in a medium. Sometimes there's a large, it depends on the collection that you get it from, and they're sub 150 on the whole. Les Pliages Energy tends to be a little bit more expensive, just it's got a different material, but tend to sit around that price point. So there are lots of options. I've also got a Rousseau tote, which I love. You can buy leather variants of the totes as well, but the one that I'm going to say to you that I think is really worth it is that Essential tote there. Now, I think a pouch is always a great purchase. I'm someone who likes to have organization in my bags. I like to know where everything is. And this one's a bit of a tricky one because my favorite isn't currently available from the boutiques, and I'll get onto that in a minute. But in terms of what is available from the boutique, you can buy a pouch with handle, which is a little bit more like this, which is cute. It's like a little mini bag, not quite as practical, but a little mini bag. And then there is also this great Les Pliages Energy pouch, which I really like. It's more of a flat pouch, but I think it's really fun. I think it's quite chic. It's large enough that you could also use it as a mini clutch, which is one of the reasons why I've put it on this list, because I think from a versatility perspective, you've got the top handle, which could be a nice sort of day bag. You've got the tote, which could be a work bag, depending on what it is you do for work. And then this pouch could maybe be a little bit of an evening bag if you're not using it as a catch-all inside your bag. So trying to cover the majority of the bases there. But I do really like this. It comes in nude, and I think it also comes in black. My sales associate sent it to me in the nude, and I've said that looks really nice. I want to see it in person. It's £110, which is starting to creep up there in terms of what I like to pay for an SLG or a pouch or a catch-all. But if I really like it, hey, it might be worth it for me. So that's one that I'm thinking about. However, the ones that I prefer are these. I own 2 of these. I buy them as gifts with a fair amount of frequency. They are super duper practical. I really like it. It's just got a wipe clean kind of interior. Like I said, I've got 2 of these, and people I know who I've bought them for use them every single day like I do. They are super duper. You can buy these in the outlet. At the moment, I think they are £34 if I'm not mistaken, something along those lines. So definitely buy these whilst you still can. I wholeheartedly recommend. Now, for the purposes of the video, I have put the Les Pliages Energy because of the reasons that we spoke about earlier, and from a price point perspective, I've also included that in sort of the running total. But if you can get your hands on one of these, definitely do. And I think you could also get your hands on this within the £1,000 as an overall total. So you could almost use the Energy one as a bit of a clutch, and this is a catch-all, and you've still got your bases covered. Because where are we at? We're at 110 for the medium top handle, 335 for the totes. We're at 445. Plus, I think it is 110 for that pouch. So we're at 555. Plus, if you were to throw that in the mix, let's say for argument's sake, it's 35, just to help me calculate more easily. 590, and we still have 2 items to go, and we've still got some wiggle room. So let's keep moving. Next up, let's go with another SLG. The coin card case. Now, this has an official name, so let me grab my phone whilst I tell you what the official name is. the Longchamp coin purse. Now, I have the version that has Longchamp written on the front. This version that I'm showing you is a much more subtle version. This one I don't think is available any longer. But look, they are basically the same with the exception of it doesn't have Longchamp written there, but it does have a nice kind of green and white stitching that sits there. So, but why do I love this? Oh my goodness, is it practical? So practical. So you have 4 card slots on the back. You have a slip pocket on the front, plus you have the slot in here. And this was £70. It's in a really hard wearing leather. I believe they're in the same material. I have seen a smooth version of this before as well, but I couldn't see that on the website. So I don't know if that's been discontinued. Silver hardware. It's a fabulous, fabulous card case. Now, I know that a lot of individuals really like the Louis Vuitton kind of coin card case, which I agree. I think it's fabulous, but it's also hundreds of pounds. So I think for £70, this is absolutely brilliant. And where were we at? We were at £5.90. So this takes us to £6.60, something along those lines. I bought this at a Longchamp event that I went to in March. It was at the same time that I bought my custom. Did I buy anything else? Oh, I bought the scarf on my, that's now on my pink lait pliage. That was what I bought as well. But this is just a fantastic, fantastic piece. Do I wish they would bring them out in some more colours? I do, but am I very happy with this one? I am. So there we go. There's that one. Love it. And last but by no means least, who doesn't need a great travel bag? Now, I have had my trials and tribulations with the lait pliage travel bags because, as you know, I had 4 from the original line, which I barely use. I used one last weekend when I went to Edinburgh because I just needed to throw additional stuff in the car. So I used the pink one. However, the travel bag that has just captured my heart. Oh. Now, yes, a lot of this is because it's a limited edition. And I can't believe I sat on this. I got sent this when it first came out as a picture. And I said, not sure, need to see it in person, not sure it's for me. Waited, and then I was at a Longchamp event last September, saw it and went, yeah, do you know what, actually I really do want it. And I can't believe I sat on it because I love it. I love the print of this particular one. The different stores around the world had different prints. And this happened to be the London one. Myself and the fabulous Dale's Addiction happen to have the same bag. Dale also has this bag in the black trim, as does Claire Louise Luxe. So some fabulous other individuals also own that, if me recommending it isn't enough for you. But I just think this is fantastic. It's got the great sort of black leather trim, a practical adjustable strap, silver hardware, great colour, love this bottle green. Now, I don't want to get too caught up in recommending this particular version because it's no longer available. However, the bag style in general is, and let me tell you what it is, just so that I don't get this wrong. So this is the or the equivalent is the lait pliage Energy small travel bag. Now, I believe that is a medium size. However, I think the small is great because like this could be cabin baggage. For example, it's the right dimensions for cabin baggage. It's not too heavy to carry top handle in the crook of your arm if you're sort of running around. I've used this when I've been on the tube, for example, and I'm not throwing it on my shoulder or crossbody. I do just have it in the crook of my arm, or I've had it on top of another suitcase and it's worked very well. I just love it. I think it expresses personality in this particular variation. They do bring them out in seasonal variations, so do keep your eyes peeled. But if you are someone who would prefer a more classic version, say in a all black or a navy, then the Energy line has it available and it's £260. I think that's what I paid for this. Maybe this was £270, something along those lines. I don't have any regrets over this. I've definitely used it. It's my most used travel bag. I don't have an inclination to buy another travel bag now. This, I just think, is a fabulous, fabulous travel bag, and it's super practical. It's got pockets on the interior as well, sort of a very easy interior. This one, like I said, is a limited, but it's got a large slip pocket there, and it's just a great, great bag. I mean, look at what I've got inside it. I've got another travel bag. I've actually got the pink that I referenced earlier, and I've got other bags. Just brilliant, brilliant bag. Highly recommend. Now, you can also buy other variations of travel bags. So you can buy them from the Les Pliages green line, for example. So if one of the colours really captures you, let's say you love the orange from the current collection, you can buy that in a travel bag. You can buy expandables, if I'm not mistaken. The Boxford range is very classic, a little bit, has a slightly more sturdier look and feel to it. You can also buy leather versions. So you can buy Les Foulons, for example, as a travel bag. You can buy a lot of these pieces that I've shown you in leather variations. So I have shown you the fabric or material variations. I have a lot of experience with those. I recommend them. I do own leather variations as well, but I happen to recommend the materials. Also from a price point perspective, that's $260. A Les Foulons travel bag is $730, I think, something along those lines. I think a Les Pliages extra travel bag is, again, starts with a 7, high 6s, low 7s, something along those lines, if I'm not mistaken, maybe even high 7s. So suddenly you've knocked your price points fully out of the water, whereas look at everything that we've been able to get for $260. Where was I at? I was at $660. $720, £920, and we have gotten actually that's a bad example because that's a custom and they're more expensive. You could also get a custom instead of a, you know, current collection if you wanted for this price. You know, we've managed to get all of this for under £1,000. But yeah, we've been able to do all of that under £1,000, and I just think that you can get so much value for money, so much bang for your buck. Like, I love Longchamp as a brand for that. I love a lot of the brands that I show you are about trying to demonstrate the fact that you can have the most beautiful things that are really fit for purpose, and you don't have to pay the earth for it. Now, of course, if you want everything in your closet to be Valentino, that's your prerogative. I'm not here to tell you that that's wrong, because I don't think it is. But I am here to share that there are other options, there are alternatives, and you can do a lot with your money should you wish to. So that's kind of where I'm at. So here we have it. This is my starter kit. Now, with some of that leftover money, you might be able to add a scarf to tie around the handles of one of your bags, should you wish. I'd have also loved to be able to include a 6-ring key holder. I have a Longchamp one from the Les Foulons line, but unfortunately they're no longer making them. But who knows, there might be another pouch that could work as well, and that would bring you just in at that £1,000. Let me know what you think. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Hope you've enjoyed being able to see current examples plus variations that I own. They are tried and tested. I wouldn't tell you they were good if I didn't think they were. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much as always for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye now.